Williams. I am your health, wellness, and fitness accountability coach. But guess what? I am also in the process of becoming a certified yoga instructor. And so today we are going to be doing a 40-minute yoga session. There will be no music played, right? I prefer no music. And then, so just to let you guys know, I do Christian yoga. So there will be sessions where I may read scripture sometimes. I may ask you to do certain things that relate to the Bible. And then other days, there may not be any of that at all. So just want to give you guys a heads up about what type of yoga I am doing. So we're going to go ahead and get started because I'm on lunch and we got a 40-minute yoga session to do. And I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. We're going to start sitting on the floor. Before we start this session, I have my blocks here just in case I need to use them. I will not be using the chair for this session. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to sit on the floor in a comfortable position. So while sitting on the floor, breathe in and out deeply. Now, as you're breathing in and out deeply, I'm going to do some talking. So what I want you guys to realize is that although I am doing yoga, sitting on the floor, and I'm starting and I'm not using the chair today, you can use the chair to do modified versions or adaptive versions of some of the poses we are going to do today. Now, at any point, if there is comes a time you cannot do a pose, I'll tell you what to do. But you'll be able just to stand in prayer, right? Breathing in and out if you cannot do the pose. So, now as you take your deep breaths in and out, make sure your stomach pushes out as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, pull it back in. During our yoga practice, I want you guys to make sure that be aware of your posture, right? Make sure your hips are aligned correctly. Make sure your arms are aligned correctly. Make sure your shoulders are down, right? If we're in a position. They should not be close to your ears, right? Even sitting right now, as you're breathing in and out, make sure your shoulders are down. They're back. Your chest is open, right? So this is a closed chest. See, my shoulders are in on a closed chest. My back is hunched. I want to open up my chest, right? Get all that air in. So breathe in and out. Now, one of the things you probably will not see me do a lot of times is a breathing count. Breathe in and out. And I won't do that. Keep breathing in and out. I won't do that because everybody's inhale is different, right? So some people can inhale for 8 count. Some people can inhale for 3 count. Breathe in and out. And some people can exhale for an 8 count. And some people can exhale for a 3 count, right? So I want you to just flow in your own breath. So let's go. In, out. Now you sit just whatever's comfortable for you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So we're always going to start with breath. Breathe in to clear our minds and out. Also to help us to focus. In and out. And there may be times, which I'm going to tell you now, I have a dog. She may be in the video. So breathe in. If you have pets, you know what that's like. Breathe out. In, out. Breathe in and out. Now I'm going to stop telling you to breathe in and out. You breathe in and out on your own. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Doesn't have to be loud. One more breath in and out. All right, let's move on to our hands and knees. Now we're gonna do kind of like a warm up. So here we go. Making sure feet are flat if that's okay with you. I don't have my shoes on today. Shoulder, elbow, wrist are aligned. Try not to hyperextend your elbow, right? So put a little bend in your elbow so you don't cause any injury. Hips and knees should be aligned. We're gonna do what's called cat-cow, just warming up the back. So first up, we're gonna look up. This is cow, right? Just like this. And as we go forward, breathe out. Look at your belly button. In as you go up and out, and look at your belly button. Breathe in and out. Remember, this is cat. Breathe in, and this is cow. And breathe out. I like to do everything 3 times. So that's 3. So now we're gonna go back into child's pose. We're gonna sit back. If your butt can go on your heels, great. If not, don't worry. So you're gonna sit back here. Now, your arms can go front or your arms can be in the back. My arms are gonna be in the back. Now just go wherever's comfortable for you. If this is not comfortable and you have blocks, you can take a block, put it on your head on the block, right? Like this. In and out. This is 2. This is 3. Now place your hands on the floor, come up. I move my block out the way. Make sure all my body is aligned, elbows bend slightly. I'm just gonna move my hips side to side. Looking at the floor, making sure my head is not too far down and not too far up. Breathe in and out. Okay, let's stop right here. We're gonna do cat-cow again, right? So then we're gonna move right directly into our child's pose. Let's go. Cow first, 3 times. Let's go back into child's pose here. Breathing in and out. Now I put my arms back because I have a bad shoulder. Breathe in and out. Do what's comfortable for you. One more breath. Okay, come up. Hands on the floor. Make sure you're aligned. And then do those hip twists. 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna add on here. I want you to take your feet and back up. You're on your knees some. Take your right foot or left, place it in between your hands. And what you want is you want your knee and ankle to align here. Okay? And so we're going to do what's called a low lunge right here. Now, what you can do is you can use your blocks here, or you put your hands on your legs. Right? Feel that stretch. Breathe in and out 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now what I want you to do is to come back to your knees, right here in this position on the block or not. I'm gonna move my blocks. And I'm gonna do the other leg. So bring that other leg through for our low lunge. Come up here. Hands up. 3 breaths. Hands down. Take that leg back. Now we're going to do it from the beginning. Y'all ready? Here we go. Cat-cow. 3 times. Breathing in and out. Soften those elbows. Child's pose. Lean back. Whatever position works best for you. 3 times. Hands up. Wag the tail, right? 3. Take that leg, place it in front, your foot in front, knee, ankle align. You're gonna sit right back in, arms can go up. Or hands on block. Or hands on thigh. Now this time, hands come down, knee goes back, other leg comes up, go right down into low lunge. Knee and ankle are aligned, so you might have to adjust your body to make sure it's aligned. Breathe in and out. Hands down. Foot goes back. Now we're going to add on one more time before we move into standing. So here we go. Ready? Cow. 3 times. Give me a cat. Cow. Cat. Now don't take your head up too far in cow. Soften those elbows. Okay. Go back into child's pose. Give me 3 breaths here. Arms can stay in front or go behind. Make sure your jaws are soft and don't tense up. Come up. Shoulder, elbow, wrist line. Wag the tail. Take that foot, place it in front. Knee and ankle should be aligned. Come up into that nice low lunge. Give me 3 breaths. This time I want you to lean back. So you're gonna come up a little bit, take your toe and lift up. This is called right, just like this. 3 breaths. Okay, come up, bring that foot back up. Hands go down to the floor. Bring your foot back. Take your other foot, again, you can use the blocks. Bring it to the front. And we're gonna go right into that low lunge. Knee and ankle are aligned. Blocks are great to help bring what's called the ground up to you, right? So now the ground, right, comes up to me. Now the ground is higher here. One more breath. Hands can go on the floor or on the block. You're gonna come back, right? And that toe's gonna go up in the front. You're gonna lean forward. Three breaths. All right, come back into that, right here at this lunge. Come up on your back toes and scoot your foot up or take one giant step up. Here, head down. Come up, arms out to the side or to the front, hands in prayer. Okay, so we're gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna move my blocks over some, stay in prayer. So here we go. Arms up. Touch at the top if you can, arms come down. Arms go up. Hands come down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into a warrior one. So here we go. Arms up. Hands down. I'm going to step back into warrior one. Arms go up. Now, in warrior one, your knee should be over your ankle. Sounds familiar. Your back foot should be at a 45-degree angle or going towards the top corner of your mat. Do what's best for you. So if you can get deeper into it and you want to, that's fine. If not, you can stay where you are. Okay, now we're going to take a step forward. Feet come next to each other, hands come down. Hands go up. Touch at the top if you can, hands come down. Give me 2 breaths. We're going to step back with the opposite foot into warrior one. You step back, hips should be forward, arms go up. Knee is over the ankle. The back foot, the toes are at a 45-degree angle or pointing at the top of the mat. 3 breaths. Great job. Step forward. Hands come down. We're going to add on here. Y'all ready? Arms up. Give me 2 breaths. So prayer. Hands up. Touch at the top if you can. Breathe out. Step back into warrior one. Okay. Hips stay forward. Knee is bent in the front. Ankle or foot in the back. 45-degree angle pointing at the top of your mat. Breathe in 3 times. Let's go into warrior two. Hands come down, hips turn, and now I'm looking at you. Back foot still stays at a 45-degree angle. Now, you want to make sure you're aligned here, right? So some of you may need to come back some, right? Some of you may need to go forward some. You should be right here. You should not be here. 3 breaths. Arms up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into warrior 3. Come back. Just like this. 3 breaths. Now, you can be right here. Great job. Hands come down, back into warrior 2. 3 breaths. So what I want you to do is turn your back foot. You're going to turn your body right here into this lunge position. 3 breaths. Take your back foot and come up, and your feet are next to each other. Hands come down into prayer. Other side, arms up. Breathe in, out. Here we go, arms up. And out. Step back into warrior one. Make sure your alignment is correct. Arms up. 3 breaths in and out. Now, you don't have to have your arms up. They can stay down if you want them to. Do what works best for you. Give me one more breath. Let's go into warrior two. So warrior two, you should be looking down that front arm, right? Down those fingers. Breathing in and out. Make sure that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your knee is aligned over your ankle. Breathe in and out. Place that back hand on the thigh. Lean back. Right. Breathe out, in and out 3 times. 1. Go to whatever level is comfortable for you. Come up, back into that warrior two. Make sure you're aligned. 3 breaths. Take that back foot, turn it up so that now you're in a lunge, right? So the heel is off the floor in the back. 3 breaths. Take that back foot and you can step it up for 1 big step. Hands come down into prayer. Arms up. Breathe in and out. Give me 2 breaths. We're going to go back into warrior one. Step back. Bend that knee. Adjust as you need to. Hips should be forward. Breathe in and out 3 times. We're going to be adding on. So warrior two, look straight ahead. You need to adjust. Your hips come to the side and no longer to the front. Right. Make sure your alignment is right. Take that back arm, place it on your thigh. Now maybe you're only here. And warrior here. 3 times. Come back to warrior two. Now, this time we're going to take our front arm, place it on our elbow if we can. Take the back arm and stretch it over. Now if you can't do this, come up. Maybe you just do here. Hand on the knee. Or you stay right here in warrior two, just like this. 3 times. All right, let's go back into warrior two. I have to bring my arm down because of my shoulder. 3 times. Turn that back foot so that now that you're in that high lunge. 3 times. Take that back foot, step it up. slowly or at one time. Hands come down. Back to the other side. Hands up. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 times. Soften those knees. Step back into warrior 1. Foot is at a 45-degree angle, hips are forward. 3 breaths. Come down to warrior 2. 3 breaths. Make sure you're aligned right. You're not too far forward, not too far back. 2, 3. Reverse warrior. That's the name of this pose. Come back. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. All right, this is called a side angle. So put your elbow on your knee, or you can come up on your hand. 3 breaths. Come up, back into warrior 2. Three breaths. Hand comes down, foot in the back. Go back on your toes for that high lunge. Sorry about that, alarm's going off. All right, so we were in warrior 2, we turn. Okay, now let's step up, hands down, in, out, hands come up, in, and out. One more time. Now I'm going to face you guys. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to sit down on the floor. So I want you to sit down. Now this pose may be difficult for some of you. I want you to sit legs straight. Back is flat. Shoulders are back. Toes are up. If you find this to be too tight for you, we're going to take 3 breaths here. If this is too tight for you, bend your knees some. Hands are down on the floor. And breathe in and out. 3 times. Great job. All right. We're going to take 3 more breaths and add on. My legs are shaking. But that's okay. Arms come up and out to the side. I want you to lean forward with a flat back. Now, relax your toes, your feet. You can come down as far as you can, but I want you to keep your back flat. So you're going to feel some stretching or some sensation. 3 breaths. Neck and head should be in one alignment. Okay, sit back up. We're going to do 3 breaths, hands down, or knees are bent. 3 times. Adding on. Hands out to the side, 3 breaths. Come down. Flat back. You can use your strap if you have one. You can use your blocks. We're adding on. Sit up. Take one leg. Cross it over the other. Get comfortable here. You're going to take one arm up, one arm back. This arm's going back. This arm's going up. And I'm going to cross it over, put it on my knee, and I'm going to turn my body. Now you turn as far as you can. If you can't put your leg up, you can cross at the ankles and turn as far as you can. 3 breaths. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Turn back to the front. Take that leg and place it back on the other side and place it straight forward down. Take the other leg, you can grab it if you want, cross it over, hand goes behind you, sitting up straight, hand is up, and you cross over and turn. Again, you can have your ankles crossed instead, and then use the floor and help you to turn, or place your hand on your leg, push away so that you turn. But turn as far as you can, do not hurt your back. 3 breaths. Let's take that leg out. Turn. You can pick it up. Place your foot down on the floor. We're adding on. So arms go up. Hands come down to the floor. 3 breaths here. Hands up, lean forward. Breathe in and out. If this is too tight, if there's too much sensation or too much tightness in your hamstrings, bend your knees. One more breath. Okay, come up. You can roll up or sit up. Cross that leg over. One arm in back, one arm up to the ceiling and turn. That's your 3rd breath. Come out, take your leg, pick it up, put it on the floor, pick up the other leg. Don't have to use your hands if you don't want. Cross it over, hand goes in back, arm goes up, cross it over, and push. Twist. Look to the back if you can, just twist as far back as you can twist. Breathe in and out. Take your leg and place it on the other side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay down. I want you to lay down, take one leg and bring it up and pull it in towards you. Now if you can't hold your knee, you can hold the back of your knee or right on your hamstring, or you can use a towel. Just grab my towel here. Or you can use a towel to help to pull your leg back, or your strap. 3 times. Place this leg down, pick the other leg up, and pull it towards you. Give me 3 breaths here. Place this foot down. Now, we're going to take one deep breath in and out. And I want you to put both legs, so bring them up here. And I want you to bring both knees in and hold them in. Breathe in and out. Use your towel. Grab behind the back of the knees or on your hamstrings. whatever's comfortable for you. Three breaths, right? Take your legs, place your feet back on the floor. You can do it one at a time or at both times. Straighten your legs out. Now at this point, we're going to do what's called savasana or meditation. You can pray at this point. You just take deep breaths in and out. I'm going to be praying at this time. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. This could be a gratitude period for you. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? Your jaw should be relaxed. Your body should be relaxed. There should be no tension whatsoever. If your lower back begins to bother you because it's not on the ground, take your knees, take your feet, place them flat on the ground. Tilt your hips and adjust your body so your lower back is on the floor. Remember, you always want to be in a position or in a pose that's comfortable for you. Now I want you to lean to the side, like into a baby. Lay right here on the side of your body. And I want you to use your hand and sit your body up. And you can sit with your legs crossed at this point. Straighten them out. Just take your breaths in and out. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can keep them open. I like mine to be open, some like them to be closed. Breathe in and out. If you're sitting up, make sure your chest is open. Hands can be on the knees, or whatever place makes them comfortable for you to be at on the floor. If your mind's gotten away from you, there's too many thoughts, bring your body back to the breath. Bring your mind back to the yoga. Guess what?
Completed.
We're done with our yoga session. That was a 40-minute yoga session. So you guys, let me know what you think about this yoga session. I'm going to stand up here. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you joined me. I will be doing another session. So I hope you guys will join me for that session. That will definitely be a Christian yoga session. I will be reading a few scriptures to get us started with that session. So be on the lookout for that session. I'm glad you guys joined. And I'd like to close out with my hands in prayer and say, Amen. Bye, everyone.
Keep pushing on.